You're right everyone, welcome back to the Hammer and Talk 2 YouTube channel, where Arsenal have just been knocked out of the FA Cup third round by Nottm Forest. Nottm Forest have just knocked them out 4-2. Arsenal obviously being away from home. Now, I just want to say really quickly that there is definitely a silver lining to this. Trust me, Arsenal fans. To the Arsenal people that are watching this video, trust me, there's a silver lining here, right? Mark my words on it, right? Now, I will get to that silver lining. I just want to say really quickly that I'll get feedback back about the games and stuff, and from what I hear, that Mertesacker and Walcott played really. There's a few Arsenal players, right? The senior players that just basically they weren't up for it. And I can kind of share that frustration because West Ham have just done that with Shrewsbury. It seemed like the senior players ain't up for it, and then you got the young players really trying. Well, at least that's how it was at West Ham when we played Shrewsbury. It seemed like even the youth at Arsenal still wasn't fully 100% up for it, that wanted to stake their claim and be, that player of the match, that player that it's like, whoa, who is this guy? We really want to put him into the first team. Seemed like no plan wanted to do that at Arsenal Football Club. Now, for me, this is the silver lining in this cloud is that Arsenal fans. Now, when I first started doing the YouTube and stuff, it was definitely a split in the Arsene Wenger, Arsenal out, Arsene in situation. You got the brigades they call them. For me, it's now changed. It's definitely changed now. I think it's got to be in the 70-30 ratio type of thing. I think definitely the majority of Arsenal fans now want Arsene Wenger gone. Not even I think. The majority of them do want him gone, and a lot of them do complain about him, about his old tactics and putting two weakened teams in the cups. I mean, he put in a weakened team against us and he did knock us out of the cup. We just went too weak this time. Showed Nottm Forest absolutely zero respect. Putting these I mean, Nottm Forest. They're going to see this team line up and go, "You joking me? You're gonna put these players? We've never even heard of these players." And then they're going to give it their all. It's going to give them motivation because they're going to feel disrespected and they want to prove people wrong that you can't just put out a weakened team and expect to go through a cup. And this is what Nottm Forest did. They focused and they got through. They done a good job. They done it convincingly as well against Arsenal. But for me, the main thing about this is definitely the FA Cup situation of of Arsene Wenger. Having to hold on to this FA Cup as kind of like his baby, as if like this is my job saviour. This is the thing that keeps me here. I could do bad in the league. I could do bad in Europe. I could even finish below Tottenham. But as long as I win a cup, like the FA Cup, I don't know, Carabao Cup even, and that's what he's been doing. He's been winning the FA Cup, and we know that Arsenal's got a really good record with that cup. And when a manager's bringing you silverware, it's kind of hard to get rid of him. But I feel right now that because let's be honest now, the tide is changing between Arsenal and Tottenham. This is huge. This is really huge. And I don't mean it's in Tottenham are a bigger club than Arsenal. Far from it, trust me. But in terms of now, Tottenham are doing so well in the league, competing, that they're really starting to put themselves as a top 4 guaranteed club, which basically Arsenal used to be. When it used to be Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man U. That's what it used to be. Always them same 4 every year. We used to always go on about it. Now Tottenham want to be that 4th team. They want to replace Arsenal there as a top 4 club, and for me, they are doing it in terms of league position. They are really pushing it now, and they're really competitive. Whereas before, Tottenham would always be like, top 6th, 7th, something like that. But now they're up there. They've gone from being such a lower club to looking eye to eye with Arsenal as a football club as a whole, and they're also doing well in Europe. And that Tottenham, they're doing well, in all the cups. It doesn't matter why it is. It doesn't matter because they've got Kane and Ali or whatever their strengths and weaknesses are. The bottom line is, as a club, they're performing better than Arsenal. They've got this new stadium. It really seems like they really want to compete and show that it's not easy to be to be better and bigger than Tottenham. They are going to try and jump their I don't know their rivals. And they seem to be doing it. If you look this season, Arsenal are at the FA Cup right now. Let's look at it as it is right now. Arsenal are at the FA Cup. Been exited early in the 3rd round. They're in the Europa League, and they're lower than Tottenham in the Premier League. That is pretty much all as worse as it can get, because Wenger no longer has that FA Cup now to hold on to. So if there was a time to get rid of Arsene Wenger, it could be very soon in the next couple of seasons if it does continue like this, because surely the Arsenal board don't want that people saying, you know what, Tottenham are just a bigger club now. They're just a better club. They're a bigger club, especially with this new stadium and that. They're just more superior than Arsenal now. Every time they play against them, they beat Arsenal. Arsenal are the weaker team. So the shift in North London, they don't want that. Surely they don't want that to happen. I mean, I know some Arsenal friends, and they are really passionate about their club. They love Arsenal, and they really despise Tottenham as a football club. And to see that it's Tottenham, in fact Tottenham the ones that seem to be wanting to take their full spot in the Champions League consistently now by the looks of it, that's what they want to do. It's really, really worrying for Arsenal fans. But for me, it's a silver lining, sorry, in this cloud, that maybe they could get rid of Arsenal Wenger. Maybe the Arsenal fans could get what they want here. I would love to know. Obviously, this video is purely for Arsenal fans. I would love this. I would love the opinion of Arsenal fans. As we know, they're a really, really vocal lot online. I want to know their feedback. Do they think it's a bad thing that they've missed the FA Cup? Is there a silver lining in this cloud that they've been knocked out, and maybe potentially now Wenger can move on and they can get a manager in that's got more up-to-date tactics? Would love to know down below, right? Anyway, people, I'm gone. Comment, like, subscribe, and as always, keep sharing my stuff. I'll see you all later.